What is good, guys, man? Thank y'all for tuning back into the channel, man. If you're new, make sure you hit that sub button down below to be notified for every single video that I do drop, man. And how you know you're notified is when you hit the subscribe button, you'll hit that bell and you'll press all, and that bell should turn completely white. That's how you know you're notified. Also, guys, please go follow the Instagram. It's Shawn91_. The link is down below in the description. We're trying to get to 1K followers over there, and I will start posting content over there. As y'all see by the title, man, there's a lot of conspiracies going on behind the DC plane crash, man. This is my last video talking about it, man. You know what I'm saying? But this is a compilation of people talking about the plane crash and why they don't believe that that it was not a mistake and that it was done on purpose, man. And we're gonna start off with this first video with the Simpsons, pretty much, you know, foreseeing what was going to happen, you know what I'm saying, in this plane crash, man. Without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into it, man.
We're all gonna die!
This is in the Potomac River. Runways have been shut down, departure landings have been halted at the DC and Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport near Washington, D.C.
Man, it's a sad scene, man. Before we get into this next video, some people said that the military helicopter can drive itself. So some people said that there was nobody in the helicopter. But y'all comment down below what y'all think, man. Let's get into the next video. Let's see what Trump got to say about this, man.
You had a helicopter that had the ability to stop. I have helicopters. You can stop a helicopter very quickly. It had the ability to go up or down. It had the ability to turn. And the turn it made was not the correct turn, obviously. It did somewhat the opposite of what it was told. You could have slowed down the helicopter substantially. You could have stopped the helicopter.
He said that the helicopter did the opposite of what it was told to do. He's blunt with what he's saying. He does not care.
You could have gone up, you could have gone down, you could have gone straight up, straight down, you could have turned, you could have done a million different maneuvers. They shouldn't have been at the same height, because if it wasn't the same height, you could have gone under it or over it, and nobody realized, or they didn't say that it's at the same height. At the same height, it still wouldn't have been great, but you would have missed it by quite a bit. Could have been 1,000 feet higher, it could have been 200 feet lower, but it was exactly at the same height, and somebody should have been able to point that out.
Y'all heard that, right? Somebody should have been able to point that out, man. Let's get into the next video, man. Let's get into the footage of what happened that night, man, which is very sad, man. RIP to all of the...
Just before 9 last night, video shows American Flight 5342 from Wichita descending towards the nation's capital on what had been an unremarkable trip, but then a collision a few hundred feet above the icy Potomac River.
Crash, crash, crash. This is alert 3. Crash, crash, crash.
The airliner broke apart into at least 3 pieces.
We were looking for a aircraft versus a helicopter in the Potomac.
First responders, police, fire, and Coast Guard rushed to the banks of the Potomac. In the waist-deep water, they found a horrific scene of mangled metal, luggage, and human remains. What they did not find was someone to save. On board Flight 5342, a group of the nation's top young figure skaters, their parents and coaches, returning from a skate camp in Wichita.
We are one family, and today we are all heartbroken. We're all searching for answers.
At the time of the crash, both aircraft were flying at about 400 feet. Military helicopters are supposed to stay below 200 feet. And CBS News has learned just one air traffic controller was managing helicopter traffic and some airplane traffic, a job normally done by 2 people. The crash shut down the busy Washington Reagan National Airport until midday today and shattered an unprecedented record of aviation safety. This disaster, the first U.S. airliner crash since Buffalo in 2009. We spoke with NTSB board member Todd Inman. Are there any signs that people tried to get out of that airplane?
We've not seen any indication of that. Of course, we're still in a recovery mode, first and foremost to get the perishable evidence and specifically the bodies out. Once we get a little bit closer into that, we'll be able to better understand the dynamics of what may have happened upon impact.
You also have to speak to the families.
Yes.
How difficult is that part of this job?
It's not something I expected. Last night, being at that debris field, I expected to see plane debris. But whenever you look over and you see those bodies laying, that's someone's family. It could be yours. They didn't expect that to happen. No one expected this call last night.
Hey, man. Let's get into the next video, man. Let's get into the people that believe that this was done on purpose.
We, the people, need a list of names of all the passengers that was on that flight that got hit by that helicopter, that Black Hawk helicopter. Because this is, no, this was not an ordinary accident. No, that was a hit, period. Somebody was on that plane that they needed to take out, so they took out the whole entire plane with everybody on it. Go ahead, TikTok, let's do our investigation. Let's go ahead and dig deep in this and do the FBI's job for them.
That's why they want to shut down TikTok, because they gonna do the investigation on TikTok for sure, man. For sure. They're definitely gonna do that investigation, man. Let's get into the next video of somebody thinking that this is done on purpose.
Hey y'all, now I know I ain't the smartest, but can someone come on here and tell me how an American Airlines commercial plane and a Black Hawk helicopter crash in midair, all this air, and y'all collide? So it wasn't no sensors or anything like that that were going off. I mean, even my car has sensors that say, hey, about to crash. And a military Black Hawk? What was on this helicopter? Or who was on this plane? I mean, I don't want to go down the conspiracy theory, but how is this possible in 2025 with all of the intelligence we have? Planes can fly themselves, but it couldn't tell us about to crash. Something don't sound right.
Now, I did not know that planes could fly themselves until she said that. I did not know that. Well, you know, cars can ride themselves, so I'm pretty sure they have made cars, I mean, helicopters and stuff that can fly themselves. So, yeah, man, I mean, crazy work. We got another one. Let's see. And this will be the last one right here, guys, man. Let's see what she has to say.
That plane crash in DC just looked very suspicious. The helicopter looked like it intentionally flew into that American Airlines plane, and then it blew up instantly, and I guess they landed in the Potomac River, and now they're searching. But my prayers to everybody on board, because that's wild. Imagine you think you're seconds away from landing, and then boom, your life is taken. It just doesn't sit well with me because it just looked too intentional. Like, I don't know if y'all saw that video, but it was like, whoa, like the helicopter was going straight to the plane. And then where was air traffic control? And isn't it a no-fly zone? So like other aircrafts cannot be flying there because you got incoming planes going into the airport. Something just doesn't seem right. And I don't want to be the one to, have a conspiracy theory out there, but it don't it seems real weird. Like, how did that happen?
Y'all comment down below what y'all think, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to believe. I don't know what to think. You know, but if they got all this intelligence, you know, sensors and stuff set up to where, you know, we can be warned before something happens. I mean, I feel like that definitely would have worked in that time. But you know, hey man, who am I to talk, man? Y'all comment down below what y'all think, man. I just had learned about this last night. Well, this morning I had woke up and, you know, looked on my YouTube, and I'm like, man, I didn't even know this even happened in DC, and DC is 3 hours away from me. You know what I'm saying? So that's crazy. Like I said, rest in peace to all of the passengers, man. God knows the day that we're supposed to leave this earth. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, man, we definitely living in the last days, man. A lot of more stuff is gonna happen, man. Y'all just gotta stay prayed up. Y'all just gotta be, you know what I'm saying, pray for discernment, man. Y'all really need to just stay close to the God as you can. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't no joke. This ain't no joke, man. At the end of the video, so I'll say stay inspired, stay motivated, stay grinding. Until next video, your boy is out of here. Peace.